Hey everybody, it's Angela, and I am back with a quick layout today. And this is just a one-off photo I have of my parents. And this was back before they were married when they were just dating. I think they were in high school. And I just love this picture and that old car. I think it was their first car. And yeah, it's just a really cool photograph. So I wanted to go ahead and scrapbook it. And as you can see, I have this collection kit, and I like that it has the kind of retro colors to it. And the blues were kind of the closest to the car and their blue jeans as I could get. So I just found the brown piece of background paper out of my stash to kind of match the ground in that photo. And then I also just loved all the sentiments that this collection kit had. So I wanted to use so many of them. I thought I would just do a bunch of wording on here. So I'm just taking cutouts from the collection, and I'm liking that. And they have a lot of little small stuff and stickers and everything. So there was almost too much. So I was trying to fit too much on here, and I couldn't quite get it to be cohesive here and fit all the items I wanted. So when I get to that point, I thought I need something to ground or connect all of these. And so there was a piece of paper in this collection that had flowers on it. So I fussy cut some of the flowers out, and I decided to kind of tuck those over and under my elements to kind of just ground and connect everything. And it kind of brings those all those colors together. Now, in the center of a couple of the flowers, there's like a green note. I do try to bring in some more green accents, but I didn't have anything that really quite matched that green, so I'm just leaving those alone for the time being. And I'm liking that, so I decide to go ahead and get this blue piece down. It was just a leftover piece from the last time I used this collection kit because it's not the first time I've used it. I'm going to go ahead and put this red piece of down, and that was kind of the sentiment that drew me the best, because they have just been sweethearts forever, and they are 83 now. And I was just over at their stayed at their house for a while here, about a week ago. And my mom recognizes me some of the times and some of the times not, but we still love hanging out together. And uh, my dad is just such a sweetheart, caring for her, and we're just kind of watching to make sure that, they have all the help they need. And as we go through this, because although I've seen dementia and stuff in my grandparents, I was just a kid, so I didn't really have to deal with it. So this is kind of my first time, you know, really having to deal with those types of things and kind of, stumble my way through it. And I guess if we all do it together with love, it'll be okay. So, um, yeah, I have the rest of these little flowers, and I just really love how that ties it together and kind of takes away from all the straight lines. And then there was a lot of these little sticker sentiments in there. So I went ahead and put a bunch of those kind of around amongst the flowers. And I'm liking that, but it does need a little bit of more dimension. So I'm going to go into my puffy stickers here in a little bit and just see what I can find. Like I said, the colors were a little bit different, so it was kind of hard to match them. So here you can see I pulled out some that had this green. I thought about putting this blue and green butterfly because I thought it would really match, but it didn't really go with the green that was on there, and it just was too much of an acid green. So I decide not to do that. I think I look at something else that has green, but it just doesn't. I think these guys, yeah, that green heart, and it just didn't work. So I decided to stick with the red. And I have these pebbles, puffy stickers, these hearts. So I thought I would go ahead and include a couple of those. And the sticky on them wasn't the greatest, so I wind up using a lot of staples here later as kind of a design element. And then, yeah, I kept looking at that green heart and I'm like, no, that doesn't quite fit. But I have these puffy stickers and I really liked the heart you or love you. So I wanted to incorporate that somewhere on there. And it just brings a touch of black in. I have, a couple of those word sentiments have some black and my photo has some black. So I kind of wanted to bring some down to the bottom. So at first I look here and I'm like, no, that's just too top heavy. So I kind of bring it down and then I decide this bottom cluster doesn't really have any black in it. So I decide against the big black heart and just go with this smaller one. And I like it there on that flower, so I decide to place it there. And then, like I said, the adhesive on, at least I know the red hearts didn't really stick all that well. So what I'll do is I'll grab my tiny attacher and just put some staples in there to hold it. So there I go. The one I could reach, the one red heart. The others were too far in the page, so I had to like open up the tiny attacher and put a piece of um, cardboard underneath so that so the staples wouldn't go down into my desk. And I'm just going to put a couple in all these puffy stickers, and now it has become an element. It's a design element now. So I'm just going to take, I have a screwdriver there. I'm just going to take and bend over all the ends of the staples. And I'm sorry that I have my light with my phone to record is on my desk. And sometimes if I'm pushing too hard, it does make things jiggle. So I apologize for that. So I'm liking that. And I look back in the collection to see if there's anything more that I would like to use. And they do have several alphas included with this kit. And so I go ahead and pull out some of these small alpha tiles. And this is an older kit. It's an Echo Park. I forget what the name of it is. I think it's like We Are Family or something like that. I think I showed it at the very beginning. But yeah, I'm just using some old stash. And then I look at that and I think, you know what? This is done. This is going in the album. I love sometimes just the simple ones to do a quick project in between a little bit longer projects that I do. Gives you that kind of instant gratification. So I really love how this turned out. I love all those sentiments and the puffy stickers and just the hearts and flowers. And yeah, it's just simple, but it really tells the story of my parents right there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.